Good afternoon, everybody. I'm brewing a American Pale Ale today. I figured I'd get a little bit of footage, get it up on YouTube. Here's the little brewery that I built in my garage. It's a half barrel setup, 20-gallon kettles. Really nice. Really nice kettles. Got a good deal on them. Here's my mash. Looking good. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to scream hot side aeration at what I'm doing there, but I don't have everything totally figured out yet. I think I'm just going to run a silicone hose next time down into the pot to keep from some of that hot side aeration. I've brewed a bunch of batches on this and haven't had an issue with it. But that's the system. And then here's a sink that I built, and we poured this slab, and so I plumbed in the floor drain, and that gets pumped out into the back to take care of some of the trees. But yeah, so this is it. Pretty straightforward brew system. I got a chugger pump that at the moment I'm only using it for transferring water from my hot liquor tank over to my mash tun, and then I have this copper pipe with a bunch of holes drilled in it in various directions, and it doesn't disturb the grain bed and definitely moves the water. It's not anything fancy, but it does get the job done. So this is going to be a pretty easy drinking APA. It's going to be about 4.5%, and 15 pounds of 2-row, 12 pounds of Golden Promise, 1 pound of aromatic, and 1 pound of Crystal 40. Just to kind of add a little bit of color and a little bit of that caramel flavor. And got 3 ounces of Amarillo at 45 minutes for a bitter. What was that? Mosaic. 4 ounces of Mosaic at 10 minutes. And Meridian, 3 ounces, or 2.5 ounce, what is that? That's 1 3/4 ounce Meridian. It's going to go on at 5 minutes, and then another ounce of Mosaic at 0, and 4 ounces of Cascade at 0 as well. Should be pretty tasty. I'm not going to dry hop it. I don't really think it's going to need it. Turn the pump on real quick. Here we are. I like to fly sparge. It just makes sense to me. No resetting the grain bed or anything like that. If you have a pump and a system like this, it makes it really easy to fly sparge. And let's see, I can turn it like this by hand just to kind of distribute the water a little more evenly. It just works out so good. I love it. What a huge step up. The first couple batches I brewed on this, I actually didn't have the pump, so I had to use that pitcher right there to feed water in by hand over to the mash tun. That was a pain in the ass, but what a good deal. Chugger pump was, I can't remember what it was, 100 something bucks, 150 bucks, I don't know. It's been a while since I bought it. And yeah, everything about this system was built with just a little 110 welder, and it just get a little crafty, and it's amazing what you can do. You build a professional brew system. I built several other systems for some friends of mine, and works real good for them. They're all happy, so figured I'd build one for myself. So yeah, that's the brew day. That's the brew day. I do plan on upgrading on my my chiller setup. That's a 50-foot 3/8 stainless steel. It worked amazing when I was doing 5-gallon batches, but on a 15-gallon batch, when you have 16 gallons to cool down, it just it takes a long time. You use a lot of water. So I'm debating on whether to go with a plate chiller or the that recirc setup counterflow. I don't really know what I want to do yet. I like the idea of the counterflow because it doesn't seem to have as many sanitary issues as a plate chiller, but then again, every brewery in the world uses plate chillers and they don't seem to have issues. I guess for me it's just the whole cleaning up part of it. You already have enough cleaning up on a brew day. It's a pain in the ass. So I don't know if I want to add that huge step of cleaning a plate chiller. But so the day got delayed. Had strike water and everything ready to go, and in the middle of crushing my grain with the cereal killer grain mill, my DeWalt ran out of battery, and I only have one, so I ended up having to get the pneumatic slow RPM. I think it's like, I don't know, 800 RPM or something out, and that got it done. It kills my air compressor. It uses so much CFM. That Ford air compressor was running for a while, but that worked out pretty good. I love this this grain mill. It's so nice to be able to crush your own and not worry about the one at the brew store being messed with and guys throwing it out of calibration because they wanted to do something different and didn't have the mind to put it back. I've heard of some nightmare brew days because of that, but yeah, it's a great addition. So yeah, well, that's the little micro or nano brew setup that I have, and this is the brew day. So, if you guys have any questions or tips for me to make something better, or a tip for my recipe, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you got to say. Thanks for watching, guys.